Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your US General 5-drawer tool cart with side tray and deep compartment. And as I always state, as usual, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background, my Dunkin' Donuts coffee. Okay. Today I would like to wish everybody a happy New Year's. Okay. Today is Wednesday. Okay, we in the shop getting to it early. um as you know, in the last previous video that I threw up, I was talking about the 4-post jack lift that I normally use in the shop. Ran into a little complication with it with a Yukon Denali, where it slipped off the front jack. The front jack didn't hold up and it flipped in the opposite direction. Okay, in that last previous video I did show how the front jack was still extended. It was taking some time basically to get it back together, to get it back in operational use. The lift was actually working, but there was basically just the issue with the front jack. So technically got that prepared and got that fixed now. Okay, give a little quick look at that real quick. Okay, so as you can see, now got it back in its direction the way that it's supposed to be. And as you can see, it's back down now. In the last previous video, it was actually faced in the opposite direction and locking in the opposite direction. And basically what it was having a problem with is this end extending upwards. So now you see it's down, it's flush. Okay, so that I can get back to work with that. Just to give a little quick input on a follow-up from that last previous video when it came to that. All right. Okay, so basically what we're going to do today is, for the 2020, I'm going to put out a couple of videos today on a few different things. But first I'm going to go into this, which is going to be my top Milwaukee Tools, okay, of the year 2019 going into 2020. Okay, I'm not going to go in any specific order from 1 to 5. I'm just going to point out a couple of items because I have been using them fairly for a reasonable amount of time in a professional setting. They all have held up very well. I haven't had to exchange anything or warranty anything out. I haven't had any issues with any of the items whatsoever. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, the first I'm going to state is the Milwaukee lighting system. As you can see, not in no order, but from the underhood light to the floodlights that you see, the magnetic floodlights that are basically attached to the top lid. Okay, these lights are very nice, very bright, as you can see. Okay, technically don't have any issues with any of these. When it comes to the underhood light, technically compared to the snap-on light, the snap-on light is quite expensive, but the Milwaukee light has more lumens. I believe the specs in the lumens for the Milwaukee light is 1300, and the specs I believe for the snap-on may possibly be about 800. Okay, so this is another light that I go to a lot, and as you can see, it's very bright. Okay, this is my go-to. I always keep this in hand. Okay, whenever technically I don't need the underhood light available. As you all know, the underhood light is relatively new. I haven't really had it but so long, but I have had my Milwaukee floodlights for a long time now. Okay, and as you also see, the snap-on wireless on the opposite side of the tray, those are technically good, but honestly I like the Milwaukee's a little bit more better. Okay, as you can see here, they have their USB charging ports. Okay, this is the Rover. Okay, And as you also notice up here, how okay, so these are very bright. So I'm gonna say, you know, those are the runner-ups, first in line when it comes to the lighting system. Like I said, I haven't had no issues, no problems with any of them whatsoever. I use them 6 days a week in a professional setting, so they do hold up very well. Okay. Okay, not in any specific order, but all technically the Milwaukee Cordless. I haven't had absolutely no issues with them. I do use them more than often, 6 days a week. Especially this particular gun right here, even though I do have the 1/4 inch stubby with an anvil and friction ring, but this is actually the Hex is my most go-to gun due to its versatility. And as you see, it has this quick release chuck. It has a 3/8 adapter, can also hold a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 inch drill bits, sockets, and so on and so forth. Okay, so basically this right here is technically my main go-to. Okay, 6 days a week. I put it through the stress test. All right, as you see, most of the majority of my cordless, I keep protective boots on them, so you know they don't look beat up. And as you already know, I always keep on latex gloves, and a lot of times I handle my tools not just with latex gloves on, but also with fiber cloths, also in the same token. Okay, so like I said, yeah, when it comes to Milwaukee, I haven't had no issues with none of the cordless. As you can see down here, have the 1/2 inch impact. Okay, and then over here I have the 3/8. Technically compared with the cordless and the pneumatics, not for nothing, my 1/2 inch, I haven't been going to it as much as often as in the beginning, because I did pick up the Ingersoll Rand 1/2 inch. Okay, the 2235 Ti Max right there. But when I can't basically remove something with the Ingersoll, this is when I go to the 1/2 inch. Haven't had not one issue just yet when it comes to the 1/2 inch. Technically, there's nothing that I backed out the 1/2 inch that basically I could not remove with it. So all the cordless is definitely my second option and the way to go with that. Okay, so now what I'm going to get into on the third, I'm going to basically talk about, okay, the Milwaukee demo drivers with the striking steel caps. Okay, as you can see, this is bead. You can see, you know, I bead on it. I really like these. I actually bought 2 more of these, okay, to go along with my other tools. All right, back up over here, as you can see, these are the other designs with the striking steel caps. Okay, and as you see the symbols at the top, this identifies what driver and what drive size, okay, which it tells you it's a flathead. So you know these 3 right here are definitely basically my picks, even though as you can see I do have other Milwaukee screwdrivers, but it's the demo drivers that I actually go to the most. Okay, then next I want to talk about is the Milwaukee pry bars with the striking steel caps. Okay, I really like these. I really like the design on them. They all kind of sturdy. I believe in a few other videos there have been a couple of individuals who actually have broken some of them. Okay, I haven't run into any situations where basically I had to put enough pressure and enough torque on them to basically break, but they have held up extremely well. Okay, Um, Also, what I'm gonna pull out is, as you can see here, this is a Milwaukee number 12 step bit right here. I really like these bits right here. I have used other step bits before, but I really like how this cuts. This cuts very, very smooth. Okay, I technically use this number 12 step bit to bore the holes a little bit more wider when it comes to the storage compartment over here, in order for me to make my pry bars fit. As you notice, these particular three right here, okay, these handles are kind of beefy and they're kind of long. Okay, so technically, I don't know if you can see, but I had to shave and bore that hole in the second hole out. Okay. Okay, now moving along to the next item. Like I put up in a couple of other videos, basically, if you've never seen these before, I have some videos talking about and they're titled Milwaukee Tools that most people don't know exist. Okay, I'm quite sure quite a few people, they have seen these before in pictures and advertisements and so on and so forth. But this is an item that is made by Milwaukee, that's not distributed here in the United States. Basically, it's distributed in other areas overseas and so on and so forth for other authorized dealers. But these are nylon covered lug nut sockets, impact. Okay, as you can see, these are very nice right here. Like I said, I do like these. I actually have all the Milwaukee impact sockets. The only impact sockets that I do lack through them is they're half-inch metric and 3/8 metric, because they don't distribute them here in the United States. But I do have the 1/4-inch metric. Okay, and I have the 1/2-inch standard and the 3/8 standard in impacts. When it comes to their chrome sockets, I have their chrome sockets in all drive sizes. Okay, but yeah, like I said, as you can see here, this is the 17 millimeter, 19 millimeter, 21 millimeter. Okay, this is a design of Shockwave Impact Duty. Okay, as you can see, the box, and you see the blow molded case as far as what they come in. Okay, give you a good look preview real quick. Okay, if you haven't seen these, like I said, they don't distribute these here in the United States. I had to get these from an authorized dealer in Australia. Okay, I was fortunate enough for them to be able to ship these to me. Okay, so that's just about that with them. Okay, now moving along, these oil filter pliers right here, these are Milwaukee also. Okay, if some people out there never seen these, technically I use a different pair, which are Craftsman, that are more longer in depth. Okay, but these right here, I use these for mainly more enclosed areas, for smaller type canister filters right here. These come in handy, very in handy, where the longer pliers basically can't get in. Okay, but I'm gonna go to these torque locks right here. I really like these. I really like this design right here. These are sturdy. They haven't ceased or locked up or bonded on me. I have been using them quite often, quite a lot. This pair and the smaller pair, the size underneath this size right here. So for the money, yes, I can't complain. Haven't had any issues or any problems with them. So yeah, these been working quite well. Okay, as you can see, this is USA patented torque locks, chrome moly. Okay, now basically moving along, as you can see here, you have your metric and standard Milwaukee ratcheting wrenches right here. Okay, these ratcheting wrenches, I really like these right here. These are your combination ratcheting wrench sets. Okay, this set right here is the metric size. Okay, it's 10 millimeter. As you can see, it's a little scuff. You know, I use these very often. It's not easy to try to spin and hold a tablet to record at the same time, but technically I really like how these feel in hand. I like the arc swing when it comes into enclosed tight areas right here. I haven't had absolutely no issues with these whatsoever. I actually have the bigger 15 piece sets also, but because I don't have the storage space in this particular cart, okay, until I get another storage, for right now I have these sets in the cart, because these sets actually don't belong in a cart. These sets actually belong in my Milwaukee job site backpack. These are really for the purpose of me moving around outside of work, doing outside jobs. But for the prior moment, they're in the tool chest, and these are what I go to more than often. Okay, so I definitely recommend these right here. Like I said, this side is the metric side, and the ones that you see that are in the red holder case is the SAE standards. Okay, as you can see, basically it's designed and it's print. Okay, and then on the opposite side it has its laser etching, okay, and part number. And as you notice at the top, it has the arrow for its direction. Okay, so yeah, I definitely really like these right here. Okay, okay, so pretty much that's just gonna be a review on the Milwaukee Tools of my favorite choice of 2019, coming into this new year of 2020. Like I said, I have been working with all of these tools fairly for a reasonable time, 6 days a week in a professional setting. Okay, like I said, I haven't had absolutely no issues with any of the equipment whatsoever, especially, and I'm very satisfied and content with the cordless. I may upgrade to extended reach ratchet possibly. It's technically really not needed at the moment, but you know, maybe I will step the grade up of that and possibly get a 1-inch impact probably later on sometime. It's really not that important at the moment. Okay, but that's just gonna be your review on the Milwaukee Tools today, and later on I'm gonna throw out another piece of footage, another video going into some other equipment that's being used 6 days a week. Okay, some of my top favorite picks, so stay tuned. Go and check you later. If you missed the video and you just happen to come across this one, I want to wish everybody happy New Year's out there, and into the next one. Go and check you later. Peace.